Hey guys, welcome back to another Getting Started with iOS tutorial or Xcode tutorial. And in this tutorial I'm just going to be talking about the Imageview content modes, what the differences are and how you use them. So basically they're just different ways of displaying the content inside of an image view, and I'll create an example. So let's just make an image view. Let's give it height and width. So width 300, height 200, and let's just put it in the center like that. And now, actually wait, let me make it a bit bigger. Actually it's fine. So now let's just add an image in. Doesn't really matter, but I guess we can have we need something which takes up like sort of, I guess we can have a folder. Okay, so if you go here, you go to content mode and there's all these options. So the ones we'll mainly be talking about is these four at the top, because these rest of the ones are kind of self-explanatory. Like if you do bottom left, it'll be in the bottom left, center, be in the center. All of these just make sense. So first one is scale to fill, and basically what this does is it'll just make sure that it fills up the whole screen. So if it's not the right ratio, then it'll just stretch it a bit, and I don't recommend using this one since it usually stretches your image. The next thing is aspect fit, and I'd use this one all the time, and it is the default because it's the same ratio, so it's not going to get stretched or anything, and it just makes sure it goes as big as it can before it gets stopped by a barrier. So if this was taller than it was wide, then it would get stopped by the height. But since this is wider than it is tall, it gets stopped by the height. Don't really know how to explain it, but it's always going to stay the same aspect ratio, and it's just going to get as big as it can before it gets stopped by the constraints. Now the next one is aspect fill, and basically this makes sure it fills the whole view. It's still the same aspect ratio, but it makes sure it fills the whole thing. So you can see the top bits have got cut off a little bit because they were too big and need to fill up, so these bits just went off. And redraw is almost like scale to fill, except it doesn't actually get scaled properly. They redraw the image from when it was tiny, so when you make it big it's kind of just really blurry, which is why you should probably never use this. There's only a few situations where you should use it. Then the rest are just, you know, like this. Now you might notice they're really small. If I make it center, I think if I just change the scale to large, it should make it bigger, but it's not drastically bigger. So yeah, if you're using any of these, just be warned that your image might be a bit small, but otherwise it's pretty normal. And the one I'd recommend using is aspect fit, or if you want it to fill up the whole thing, it's just a background image, then scale to fit or aspect fill. But just see which one works best for you and just use that one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future tutorial. Bye.